Tonganoxie's Branden Martin was at wrestling practice tonight when he watched us announce his name as the Bell Award winner in football. 156 tackles this season in just 11 games.
And I just see my highlight, like the first play on my highlight film pop up, and I was like, oh my God. And I was just in complete shock. And I hugged my dad, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Congrats. That was the big boys from the small schools. Tomorrow, the big boys from the big schools. The Buchanan Award announced at 6 p.m. right here on 41 Action News.
Deion Clisso with Preps KC. We're here with Branden Martin, the Bobby Bell winner here in 2020. And it's a different year with no ceremony, but we've seen the reaction of Jaden Doss winning the Otis Taylor Award last night. You were at wrestling practice tonight, family and friends around, and it's been kind of a different deal this year with not having to put on a suit and go to a big ceremony. But was it like with your teammates sitting right next to you when you found out?
Yeah, I mean, I had no clue. I was at wrestling practice actually, and we were drilling, going pretty hard, and I'm sweating like crazy. And then Coach Dell's wrestling coach, he stops the whole practice and he goes, "B-Mark, go out." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Go out." And then I go out, and then there's like, anybody else who's not cutting weight, you can go. And then they all come out, and I just see all my coaches, my family, and I'm like, "What's this about?" They're like, "We're gonna see if you won the award." I was like, "Well, if I didn't win it, you guys just came down here for no reason." And then so we're watching it on TV, and then they're announcing the winner, and then I just see my highlight, like the first play on my highlight film pop up, and I was like, oh my God. And I was just in complete shock. And I hugged my dad and shook all of my coach's hands, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, and this is an award that's got some pretty big time winners. I mean, Colton Beebe won it back to back at Piper, and you used to go to Piper, and then also a guy by the name of Malik Collins, who's a starting D tackle for the Raiders, won it his senior year at Center High School. So there's a lot of guys who've gone on and had great careers, and some who just had great high school careers. Cale Garrett, played at Mizzou for 4 years, as a former winner of this award as well. When you look back at this season, I know you moved over from Piper, and it's a odd season for everybody, but you joined a Tonganoxie team. You guys had a fantastic year. Only lost to Paola close early, and then fell to Bishop Miege in the quarterfinals. What was it like, becoming a part of that team and playing on a Tonganoxie program that you're aware of? I mean, you guys are familiar with Tonganoxie, but being able to go over and be a part of that program.
It was amazing. Honestly, I went there, Coach Troyer, the head coach, and the whole entire the Tongan coaching staff, and all my teammates over there, they welcomed me with open arms and treated me like I'd been there for years, just as long as they'd been there. And yeah, it was a fun season. I had a good time, and I couldn't have done it without my other teammates and coaches from Piper as well, Coach Pollard and the rest of those guys. Those guys are still like family to me, as my Tongi teammates are. But,
well, and you have Tyler Bowden's he's a finalist for the Fontana Award, and Dallas was also in this group with you as well. And outstanding. Dallas almost made it on the Otis Taylor list as a receiver, because I mean his numbers as a tight end were almost as good as the guys who were out running 25-yard routes. But when you see three guys off that team get recognized like that, and knowing that there's a lot more people that are a part of it, how fun does that make your senior season when you look back?
Yeah, it was awesome. We had a lot of ballers on the team. A lot of people that you just watch them play and you're just like, wow, like you just love playing with them. Like those are the type of guys that you want to surround yourself with and you want to play with. And it was a fun season.
Well, congratulations. You've been added to a list of guys. There's a lot of guys who win the Bell, and they think small school. These aren't, but there's a lot of big time players that come out of smaller schools, and want to congratulate you on the win, and enjoy the rest of your off season, which is off season is in wrestling. And what's your goals in wrestling this year?
State champ and get a team title. That's always the goal every year.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.